Hey everybody, J.K. Calloway here, jumping back into The Walking Dead. We're on to the final episode of Season 10. I'm gonna call it the finale, but interestingly, it's called Here's Negan. So that's the one person we haven't seen much of in the last 6 episodes, like the tack on 6. And you know, he's been a very, very key figure, pretty much since he debuted, obviously. But he's had, you know, a lot of ups and downs, loyalty changes and stuff like that. But right now, he's very much loyal to the group, it seems, especially Judith. He's got a serious kinship with Judith, just like he did with Coral. But, you know, like, he and Judith get along like gangbusters. So, unofficial finale, I guess, because season 11 is going to start up pretty quick in the summer. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a backstory episode. I don't know if we're going to see what happened after he got back from that storm where he found Judith. All kinds of options, but very interested to see what's his plan going forward. Before we get going, make sure you do hit subscribe for me right down there. Always appreciate that. Right around 9,300, 9,400, something like that. Make sure you hit like so more people find us, and hit that notification bell if you so wish. But yeah, we'll be doing The Walking Dead pretty much, you know, every episode when it comes back. We'll see about the spin-offs. Like, I think season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead, and man, it was bad. It was so bad. They jumped the shark multiple times that season, and I can't bring myself to watch anymore. Like, people are telling me, oh, it got good again. I'm like, man, okay. Lots of other fun on the channel. We're still doing the Umbrella Academy, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, This Is Us when it's on, and Doom Patrol. So there's lots of good stuff here on YouTube. Plus, you can check out Patreon, which is patreon.com/JKReacts. Full reactions to all the shows we do, and some Patreon exclusive stuff. Every Sunday we do The Wire. We're starting up season 2 this week of that one, and then on Saturdays we're starting a new show. Killing Eve wrapped up, so we're going to start up Black Mirror, so that'll be on Saturdays, and we'll do that until we run out of episodes. And I didn't look at the episode list before it won the poll. There's not that many episodes. I was quite shocked. So there's like a total of like 20. It's kind of weird, but I'm looking forward to it. I've heard nothing but good things. So we've also done all the MCU, Iron Man all the way to Endgame. We're doing full season drops. April 1st, we dropped Unbelievable, hell of a show, really, really good if you want to check that one out. And May 1st, looks like it's going to be I Am Not Okay With This. It seems like that's going to win the poll, and yeah, that's one I wanted to watch for a while, so that'll be a lot of fun. But for now, season 10 finale, episode 22, here's Negan. We'll see.
You may have noticed things with Maggie and I are a little bit tense. I don't mind being lay low Negan for a bit, but hell, there's only so far I can go to get out of her way. You know this place?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. The council's voted to banish you. What you want just isn't gonna happen. It's not possible.
Did the council really banish me? Or is this more of a Carol seizing the reins kind of situation? Little pig, little pig. Let me in. See, the sad part is that you thought for even a second that those folks would see you for anything but who you truly are.
Well,
which is me. Got a hell of a lot further with a kind word and good old Lucille here than we ever got with just a kind word. It's time to face the facts, old
not
man.
wrong. Uh-oh.
We drove out to where you told us those doctors gave you this stuff, but they weren't there.
It's not my fault, I told you. I told you they move around.
I know you can't get this stuff just anywhere. It needs to be refrigerated. Somebody They took care of this for a long time.
I've been tracking him for weeks. I found him, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago.
Okay. You didn't have to say that out loud. It said it on the screen.
Drop your guns! Drop your guns! I don't want to shoot him, but I will!
Hey! Really?
You have to do that.
Better safe than sorry.
We're gonna meet Lucille, aren't we?
Trying to figure out what James Bond movie I want to watch.
Oh, baby, I think we're gonna have to skip the movie just for now. Generator is making too much noise. This book sucks. It's killing me. I can't do it.
You're the one that won't let me watch James Bond. Read.
Yeah. Gotta get it through.
Turn the generator back on. I want to watch your movie.
There's no nonsense.
You are so beautiful to me. How's your dinner?
It was really good. If I had known that dog food could taste like this, I would have been eating that shit all along. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Wait, do you actually know what day it is?
No, I just want you to have it. Open it.
I was gonna say. We must be pretty deep into it. Leather jacket?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
I stuck with you because I could always see the man you are right now, even when you weren't.
You feel okay?
I feel good.
Can I wear my jacket?
You better.
Can I wear my jacket? Forgot the generator.
Now it's time for you to go on without me. I need you to do my fighting for me. Stay.
Not a chance in hell. Sorry. If Siobhan told me to stay.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Nope.
We are not giving up. We are not giving up. Not ever.
What about security?
Security is light. It is a guy and his daughter.
And if they're not there for literally any reason, I'm gonna come back here and kill you.
Please don't leave me like this. No. Liked a little explanation as to why he added the barbed wire to the bat, other than just I'm sad. Doesn't really track, you know.
Here we are again. You know, last time we did this, you said that I talk too much. You know, I never killed a man before tonight. It's the truth. Came close once. Well, it had our favorite song.
Joe Cocker.
You are so beautiful by the one and only Joe Cocker. So my beautiful wife, Lucille, she gets up, goes over to where he is, and politely asks him if he could keep it down. Let's just say he chose poorly. You know when people get so angry they say they see red? That shit is actually true. When this asshole comes at me, all I see is red. It's like I am looking at the world through blood. Turns out that this prick has kids that go to the school that I teach gym at. Needless to say, the school is unthrilled. There were consequences to me seeing red. Seeing red was a bad thing then. I was a bad man. Then. Now, when I see red, it's just a question of what I am capable of. See, I am starting to think that I am capable of damn near anything. This is for not killing me. I am sorry that I named a stupid baseball bat after you. I hope that you found someone in the afterlife and you are screwing your brains out. Well, not really, but I love the shit out of you. And I am gonna do your fighting for you. Where's the A-team off to?
Looking for food at an army base Daryl found. If you stay here, she will kill you. I just didn't want your death on my conscience, and now it's not.
Go talk to her. Smile wasn't a good idea. Hell of an episode. We got to meet Lucille. That was cool. And I do know, that was pretty much straight from the comics. That whole, what happened with his wife and why his bat was named Lucille and, you know, who he was before. Because, like, I remember reading about it, like right around the time he debuted. Like, his debut episode on the, I think it was, like, season 6 or season 7 finale. I don't remember which one. But I remember looking it up, like, who the fuck is Negan? And there was, you know, obviously big character, so there was a lot of YouTube videos describing who he was, and then they mentioned that scene, which, you know, no one ever got around to in the show. I don't even know if he said, you know, Lucille was his wife. I don't know if in the show they ever said it, but that was interesting, and they brought that to life really well. And whoever they got to play Lucille did a hell of a job. And fucking sad. As soon as you saw that note on the door, please don't leave me like this. You're just like, fuck. Like, But in a lot of ways, and more importantly, Negan is going to remember who he is now. And not be, you know, well, what his imaginary self said. Kind words and, you know, carry a big stick, basically, you know, rather than just kind words. He's been, you know, making headway, I think, in the community, maybe with Carol to an extent, but no one truly trusts him because of what he was, and that's fair. Except, you know, their point of view is so tunnel vision, and what we've been seeing ever since really Rick beat Negan and slit his throat is that, you know what? They killed a fuck ton of Negan's guys. Like, a lot of Negan's guys. Like, an entire outpost. Negan killed 2. They were both very important to the story we knew as viewers, especially Glenn. Not discounting Abraham at all. But, you know, Maggie was with child at the time. Glenn had been around since day one, as far as we were concerned. You know, like, it was fucked. Like, it was fucked to the point where my wife stopped watching. She couldn't watch the show anymore after that season premiere when he actually killed Abraham and killed Glenn. She dropped the show, and apparently a lot of people dropped the show. They, you know, that was too far for a lot of people. And I get why it was too far, because it was insanely graphic. If they left more to the imagination, I think there still might be 7, 8, 9, 10 million people watching this show. But that fucking scene with the, you know, Lucille's a vampire bat. It's like, thwap, thwap. With like, dude, like, I get you can do the effects. You don't have to, okay? People aren't tuning in to see what kind of gore is going to happen anymore. That ship sailed. That was like season 2. Cool. You can do a lot of cool things. Cool. Now tell me a story. And keep telling me a story. Because you're telling me a great story. You don't need to do both. For example, this episode. 0 gore. I can't think of a single time there was any gore in this episode at all. There was a couple zombies. One with a knife stuck on his face that got shot. But it wasn't gratuitous. It was, he didn't stab hard enough. Which frankly should be happening a lot more in this show. Skulls are pretty hard. But if they just tone down the damn gore and stop showing off like, look what we can make look absolutely horrifying and disgusting. Look at this former human being. Want to see his head explode in a trunk because someone slams a trunk on his head? No. Not many people want to see that. They want to hear what's happening with the characters and their interactions with everyone else. Because it's a great character study show. Not so much gore show. You can go do that on HBO. And in fact, I think HBO had the rights to the show, didn't it? They passed on it. Smart. Anyway, that's just my little rant about why the viewership dropped off so hard on this show. And I firmly believe it's because how brutal they were with Glenn. I think they could have shown the eye popping out thing because it was straight from the comics. As was the, repeated baseball shots to the head until his head was more or less gone. But that was too much. It was too far for a lot of viewers. It was too far for me, but it's not gonna offend me or not gonna make me stop watching. Because Negan, despite that, is a brilliant character and has been since day one. Terribly interesting. To the point where, like in the comics, you don't want to boo him. You don't want to boo him anymore. He's so captivating. You want to see him succeed, and to a certain extent we've seen that, but it's not over. It's not over. Other than the rant, I loved that episode. That was cool. I like seeing the backstories of how people became who they are, and that's a great one. That was excellent, because if those bikers didn't stop him and lock him up for a while they were going to go rip off a doctor because they're douchebags and are looking to make profit or claim territory or whatever in the zombie apocalypse. If they didn't do that, he might have made it back to her with the medicine. Might have, but because of them he didn't, and they had to pay the price for that, and it makes perfect sense. I would love to hear more about how he built a community and an empire, if you will. Not so much an empire, but a community. When you look back on it, he wasn't, trying to rule over everyone. In fact, the people that followed his example called themselves Negan. They didn't say, I work for Negan. They said, I am Negan. Very different distinction. So, you look back, he was trying to help people. Brutally, but sometimes that's what you need to do, But yeah, that was an excellent episode. I really enjoyed that. Now I'm looking forward to season 11. See how they finish off the story, see how Maggie and he work it out, if they ever will, if they ever could. I can't imagine they would, but at the same time, you almost know how that's going to happen. I talked about it before the episode. He's close to Judith. He has a soft spot for children. Maggie's got a child, and Maggie's going to eventually see that child laughing with Negan and be like, all right, he didn't know he was killing the father of my child at the time. He was, defending his people, of which we killed a lot of them. In their sleep, by the way. They might not be the good guys we've been following, It's kind of fucked up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Leave comments. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And of course, what do you think is coming for the final season of, the main show, the flagship, if you will. Apparently there's going to be a Carol and Daryl spinoff. I don't know, man. I think they've hitched their wagon to the whole zombie thing. I mean, as good as Kirkman's zombie thing is, it's kind of gone on for a long time now. It might be time to, start shooting those in the skull. It's a lot of zombie content for a channel that brought you like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. You know what I mean? Like, couldn't hit your wagon to those. I know you made that El Camino movie, which I haven't watched yet. I should. But yeah, we'll be here for season 11, the final season when it comes out. We'll be waiting patiently for it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. We'll talk to you next time.